Hey everyone, how's it going? It's that Blue Abarth here. We're finally back with another video. It's been a little while, but hey, like I always say, we're here now, and that's all that matters. So, we're going to be talking about Abarth content creators, just like I mentioned in yesterday's community post. We're going to be talking about why their videos have put such a big smile on our faces as Abarthistis, and just talk about why they're such good content creators. Now, it's going to be quite a long video, so I'm going to put timestamps on the screen so you can skip to a certain YouTuber, or, you know, if you're the actual YouTuber watching yourself, then you can go straight to there as well. But hey, without any further ado, let's get started with the man himself, the king of Abarths, StephABTV. So, StephABTV, the man that called himself the king of Abarths. Now, at the time, I definitely think this title was deserved. He was the one that was giving us all of the best Abarth content that we always wanted. I mean, he was filling that gap on YouTube that others just weren't doing. And he was the one that made such awesome content with the Series 3, because at the time, the Series 4 wasn't really a thing. So, everyone was buying the Series 3, and the problem with that is just they weren't putting any content out. Though there was videos on YouTube going over exhausts, induction kits and stuff like that, but they just weren't long enough for us to enjoy. They were just 5 or 10 second clips that consisted of a couple revs and maybe like, yeah, that's awesome. But Steph was the man that was able to give us long 20-30 minute videos on things to do with Abarths that we'd always wanted to watch, whether this be wacky ideas, crazy mods, or just educational videos about the 595 or the Abarth 500. And it was fantastic. Not only were his videos educational, they were entertaining, they were fun to watch, and at the end of it, you'd learned something about Abarth that you previously didn't know. So it was a great time, and overall his videos were fantastic. And he didn't only just do content on his Abarth, he was able to feature other Abarths as well, which made the community very happy indeed, and made him a very big superstar as well. Everyone wanted their car on his channel, and well, I mean, he was able to do a lot of Abarths, that's for sure. He was able to get the craziest, the maddest, the just complete monster Abarths on his channel, and it was just so amazing to watch. I mean, it wasn't just a quick review as well. He went into specs, he went into all of the owner's modifications, he talked to the owner themselves, and he went on a drive with them as well. And it was just crazy to me. It really gave us an insight to the creativity of Abarth owners and really opened us up to the world of Abarths. And it was just really, really great to see. Now, this lasted about 4 or 5 years, and each video got better and better. And even if he had run out of ideas, he was still able to come up with something. I mean, even if it was a bit controversial, such as unhooking the reserve valve. I mean, that is something that a lot of people don't like, and some people do, but he still made that video even though people made comments about it. And well, it is what it is. I mean, if you make content, people are going to enjoy it and people are going to learn about it. And well, Steph was the man who just decided to make anything he wanted about his car, and it was fantastic. I mean, talking about the reserve valve video, I mean, it was pretty cool. He has a full induction kit, and it made a pretty cool, like, well, as he called it, a pigeon noise, and it gave him a bit more of a stu-du-du-du to the turbo every time he drove it. And it was great. I mean, it was a fun video to watch. I mean, there were people that commented down below saying like, oh, you shouldn't do this and stuff like that. I guess there is, you know, a bad side to it, and it does flag an EML and stuff, but I will be going into detail on that in a later video where I'll be going over turbos, induction kits, and all that good stuff that you can do to it, but we'll save that for a later date. But getting back onto Steph, yeah, overall, he was a fantastic Abarth content creator and made videos that we really enjoyed. I mean, I'd been watching him for years, and he really started my passion with Abarth, and he kind of made me want one, really. So I guess thanks to Steph, if you are watching this, my friend, then yeah, you are my inspiration, really, for starting this channel and buying one of these amazing Italian beasts. In the recent years, though, he has moved on to other cars, but you know, that is natural progression. I mean, after 4 or 5 years, I want to say, I could be wrong on that, but it's a very long time that he was making Abarth content. Obviously, he was going to move on at some point. And now he does a lot more German cars. I believe he has an M3 Touring. He does a lot of Audi content. I think he has a Porsche as well. I can't remember which one he was. He did have a Brabus smart car as well at the time, which was just awesome to see. And again, he was able to fill in that gap for Brabus smart car owners, because there's Abarth's, Brabus smart cars, and other awesome little machines out there just don't get any coverage. And that's why YouTubers like Steph and, well, some others as well are just the best, because they're able to give us content on these cars that just other people aren't doing. But yeah, so in the recent years, like I said, he's moved on to other cars, but he does still mention Abarths from time to time. One of his videos, I think last year, was going over if he would buy an F595. Very interesting video, and it was very entertaining to watch. He did also do a short review on the Abarth 500e and his thoughts on it. Again, very interesting to watch. So he hasn't just completely ditched Abarth, but he still does it from time to time, which is fine. That's awesome. I mean, like I said, he's going to move on, and that's his decision if he wants to do that. But he's still got Abarth on his channel in a way. So that's pretty awesome. But I mean, he had a really good run with Abarths, and his Series 3 was amazing. He had a black one, he had so much done to it, and it was just amazing. So he definitely did his part for the Abarth community, and overall, StephABTV was a fantastic Abarth content creator. But I suppose we should move on to other content creators that have recently joined YouTube and have been around for a little less than Steph, but have still managed to make a massive impact on Abarth. And so let's move on to the second YouTuber. So the next content creator to talk about is Amber Keeley, or to some others, Driven247. Now, I'm not sure how recent that name change is, but I suppose Driven247 is the name that a lot of you people are familiar with. But this channel is fantastic. Now, Amber is a great YouTuber. I mean, she's been going for a while now. I don't know how long. I mean, she has 3,800 subscribers, so that is amazing. I mean, that's a massive number. I mean, especially to me, that is crazy. But they're definitely deserved, I want to say, because she makes amazing content on her 595 Trofeo, and well, it really gives us the modern day content on Abarth as well. Series 4 Abarths aren't really covered that much, especially nowadays. I mean, I believe, I think there is another channel on here that does Series 4 content, but yeah, 2 YouTubers out of many others that only cover Series 4s. And well, that is just crazy to me. But she does it very, very well indeed. Now, her Trofeo is definitely modified. She does a lot of great videos covering these mods. And she doesn't just install them and say, yeah, that's cool. She goes over them in great detail. She takes them for a drive as well. If it's an exhaust, she gives it a couple pulls, a couple revs as well, and gives her in-depth opinion on what it sounds like. She also does a forge induction kit too, and she takes it on a proper drive to show you the noise and how it actually is inside the cabin. So they're very detailed videos that give you a proper good, well, idea of what these modifications are actually like. And well, that's great for us Abarthistis, because if we want to do a forge induction kit or an exhaust system, then it's definitely great, because then we get a full insight on what it's going to be like. Now, she doesn't just do videos on her Trofeo, she also goes to car meets where other Abarths might also be, but she also goes to Abarth exclusive car meets too, which they're fantastic videos to watch. I mean, I really recommend you watching those videos, because wow, some of the Abarths that are actually there are just crazy. But I also recommend you to watch her channel as well, because it's just a great time. Just like StephABTV, the videos are funny, they're educational, informative, and just good to watch. I mean, I'd definitely say Amber, or Driven247, is the modern day equivalent of StephABTV, because, well, Steph has moved on to other cars now, and he never really did anything of the Series 4 apart from the 595 the F595 video, and that was the only Series 4 video he ever did. I could be wrong on that. I mean, if you want to comment down below if he has done other things, then please do. But to me, that's the only one I know of. So Amber is definitely killing it with these Series 4 videos. And she's giving all the content that we really want to see on it. I mean, I'm trying to kind of follow in those kind of footsteps and give you guys that type of content as well. But I mean, for someone that's already doing this type of stuff, she is fantastic. Now, she doesn't only do Abarths, she also does other cars as well. I mean, she buys a lot of project cars and does them up. And just like Matt Armstrong or Tavares, they're very, very entertaining and enjoyable to watch. I mean, I'm a guy who definitely loves to watch a rebuild series. And, well, project series as well are really, really cool. And she buys an EG Civic. She gets a Corsa. What else? I think she has... I can't remember off the top of my head. She has quite a couple cars. But, yeah, they're just really, really good content to watch. And it makes for, a good 10 or 20 minutes, that's for sure. And... yeah, overall, I really, really love Driven 247's content. I mean, she gets tons of Abarths. I mean, she even put a Monza exhaust on a Fiat Panda. I mean, who do you know on YouTube has done that? I mean, to me, nobody has ever put that on a Fiat Panda before, but I absolutely love it. I mean, I was smiling for the entire video, and it was just so fantastic to watch. I mean, that's why I love these channels. Not only do they go over really, really unique and special cars, but they also do funny things to cars that I definitely would do if I had the resources. I mean, if I ever bought a Fiat Panda, I would put a wide body kit on it and stuff like that. So it'd be really, really cool. So it's cool to see someone actually doing that on YouTube, and well, so we can watch it. But yeah, so overall, really love Amber's channel. The content on there is fantastic, and overall, big thumbs up. Her 595 Trofeo is fantastic looking. She has a lot of similar mods to me, but she has a Forge induction kit, which I definitely would go for one, but I've heard some things about it. I've watched her video on it. Sounds fantastic. But hey, if you want to see a really good opinion and review on it, watch her video on the Forge induction kit. So yeah, great channel, great content, great cars as well, and overall, really good source of modern day Abarth information. Now, I suppose, talking of, well, informational videos, we're going to move on to another Abarth content creator that also does very educational videos on modifications. We love modifying our cars, and we cannot deny that. As car people, we love doing things to our machines, and for Abarth, it's no different. But it's very hard to find content out there on all these modifications, and that's where the Abarth Couple step in. Now, this channel is dedicated to their Rosso Red Series 3, and it is beautiful. It is awesome. But not only did they go over their car, they go over every single modification that you can do to it. More on the sound and performance side, which is excellent. That's the main things you want to do to an Abarth. And well, not only do they just review these products and say like, yeah, really cool, love it, they go fully in depth and give you all the information you could possibly want on the product. They go through the installation process, they go over why it's good, why it's bad, they go the before and after, and they just give you all of the information that you could want. And well, it really makes your mind up on these things if you're thinking of buying it. And that's why it's great to watch this channel. They do really, really unique products and companies as well, such as Toyo Sports, which is what I have on my car. They do the Toyo Sports Sports Cat. I believe they do the Cell one as well, which I don't know if there's two different ones, but they definitely do a lot of videos on the Sports Cat, and they really show you the difference as well. And they just do modifications that, well, a lot of us probably don't know about, or haven't heard of, or just, isn't really much of on YouTube, which is great. I mean, Toyo Sports is definitely the best exhaust company that I could recommend to you guys for Abarths. I mean, you've heard it on my car. It sounds amazing, but the Sports Cat that Toyo Sports do, it isn't really covered much on YouTube, so I definitely recommend going to watching the Abarth Couple's videos on the Toyo Sports Cat. They give you everything you need to know about it and show you the difference and before and after of what it sounds like. And that's why, again, I recommend their channel. They go over everything you want to watch when it comes to Abarth modifications, and they do it well. Now with StephABTV and Driven 247, they definitely give that entertainment value on Abarth content. They make it funny, they make it entertaining, but it's still educational at the same time. Those aspects are still seen in the Abarth Couples videos, but they're definitely more focused on giving you the proper information that you need when it comes to these products. They're still entertaining to watch, but definitely more on the side of giving you what you want. And overall, the Abarth Couple is a fantastic channel. They have a fantastic Abarth, and they go over everything. I mean, I'm talking seats, interior, exterior, exhaust, induction kits, all that good stuff that you want to see, and they do it really, really well. Now, they've been around for a little bit as well. I can't remember how long they've been around for. It's a couple years. They've got a decent amount of subscribers, and for a good reason. They're a great channel to watch, and I recommend them for sure. Now, when it comes to Abarth modifications, this next content creator definitely takes it to a next level. I mean, they make stuff, and they make really unique stuff for their Abarths too. And well, I'm quite excited to talk to you about this content creator, because there's just no other content creator out there that does this stuff. So let's move on. So Abarths in their own right are unique, but when it comes to modifications, this next content creator takes it into their own hands and makes stuff for the car that you just can't find anywhere. And that is motoring with Mouseball. Now, motoring with Mouseball is someone that we have mentioned on this channel before, but we've only mentioned their name and maybe just thanked them a few times, and we've never really gone in depth on their channel itself and what he does. And well, I've got to say, he is such an amazing Abarth content creator because of the stuff he does to his cars. Now, he's been a supporter of this channel for a little while now, and I've got to say, yet again, thank you for supporting this channel, and I'm really, really glad to have awesome supporters out there. I mean, it's just really, really crazy to watch his content, because if I hadn't started this channel, I probably wouldn't have found his, and I'm really glad I have, because the Abarth that he has is just mental. I mean, he custom makes bonnets and, well, interiors and stuff like that. Honestly, guys, you have to go watch his videos, because the stuff that he does to his Abarth is just mental. I mean, I definitely get the hint that they like Pokemon, and a lot of their custom handmade stuff is focused around Pokemon themes, such as I don't know much about Pokemon, to be honest, so I don't know any of the names, but a lot of the Pokemon are actually like put into the bonnet, so they actually cut out the shape or paint it on or spray it on. It's just so cool to watch, and like the finishing result is, it's like a piece of art. It's amazing to look at, and it makes the car just that much more unique. Now, the biggest difference with motoring with Mouseball compared to the others that we've covered is that they're from the US. So it's a really, really interesting thing, really, because he's showing us all of the things that you can do to an Abarth from, well, another part of the world. And the US is a very interesting place when it comes to Abarths. I mean, the market is just, it's just not there, really. I mean, the Series 3 is the only Abarth, really, that you can buy in America, and the US market, like I said, just doesn't really exist for Abarths. So buying Series 4 parts just can't be done when it comes to Series 3s. And if you want to do a conversion, it's very hard. Now, motoring with Mouseball, I think, has been able to do this. I believe I did see an Abarth Series 4 front bumper on his, so he was able to do it in a way. So it's not impossible, but it's just a lot harder than it would be in the UK. But even with all these restrictions and limitations, motoring with Mouseball has able to overcome these problems and still make amazing looking Abarths. Now, he also has a partner who also has a Fiat 500 that is just phenomenal as well. It's modified too, but their cars are fantastic. The Abarth is amazing, and even the Fiat 500 that his partner has is just as good. Now, they've also dived into bike content recently, and I suggest you go watch that as well. That is pretty awesome. I do love a good bit of bike content. Probably wouldn't get on one because I think I'll be a bit worried of crashing it. But yeah, it's really, really good content. And overall, the stuff he does is amazing, and you definitely should go check it out. I mean, he has a workshop full of pretty awesome classics that he works on, but the Abarths is the thing he's most passionate about. His videos are entertaining, it's very educational and informative, and it's pretty funny as well. He does include some jokes in there from time to time. He takes other people out in his car too to give them a blast in the Italian Beast to see their reaction, and it's just a good time. It's a content that, you know, we want to see, just like Driven 247 and Steph, and it's just a wide variation of stuff, really, which makes it so entertaining to watch. And even if he wasn't supporting my channel, I would still recommend it to you guys, because it's a fantastic channel. I mean, it's been going for a while now. He has quite a few videos, but only I think the same subscriber count as me, but honestly, guys, go support his channel because he deserves it. I mean, the stuff he does, I mean, you'll see for yourself, these bonnets and stuff, they're just crazy to look at. And yeah, it's interesting to watch because it's US content instead of UK content. And yeah, it's good stuff, honestly. And yeah, definitely recommend it, just like the others. So earlier I mentioned that there's not much Series 4 content going around, and this next YouTuber we're going to talk about definitely was able to give you a little bit more when it comes to the Series 4. So again, let's move on. So the final content creator on this list, the hero of Series 4 content, seen through glass. Now, there just isn't that much Series 4 content out there. That's why I started this channel, so you can see more Series 4 videos. But when it comes to Series 4s, Seen Through Glass is definitely the man to watch because he has been able to take some pretty interesting Abarths and just turn them into monsters. I mean, he's mainly done that with one Abarth, but he has had two. Now, the two that he has had on his channel have been fantastic. He's made a list of videos about them, so many that he's been able to turn them into a series. And well, it's been interesting, educational, and awesome to watch the whole way through. So let's start with his first Abarth, and that was, wow, the 695 Biposto record. And goodness gracious me, I cannot believe he owned one of those things. Now, he did a very, very different, interesting, and educational series on that car, and he just went through everything that you could think of. I mean, he went through how it is to live with, what it's like around town, you know, the costs of having one, the goods and the bads, and just, well, what it's like after a few months of ownership. And it was a very good series indeed. It gave you all of the educational and the good facts that you want to hear about the car, and it really allowed you to get a proper insight on what it's like to have one of probably the most expensive Abarths ever made. And well, it was just such a good series to watch. I mean, Seen Through Glass himself is a great content creator. I mean, his videos are awesome to watch, and any car he does, he's able to make it really entertaining. But when it comes to his Abarth content, it's just as good. I mean, he loves Abarths just as much as he loves like a Porsche 911 GT3. So he definitely has a love for them. And his 695 Biposto record was a fantastic car. He really loved it. There was some negative points about it that he did mention, such as the really, really harsh suspension. But I mean, that is all Abarths really. So he had a couple negatives, but a lot more positives, that's for sure. And I definitely recommend you go watch that series. But with him being a big YouTuber, you probably already have. But yeah, he's a great channel, and his record Biposto was a fantastic series. I watched it all the way through. He took it to a specialist paint place to get it all ceramic coated and protected, and it was just great. I mean, that car is just amazing, and like I said, it's probably one of the most expensive Abarths that you can buy now. I think like 40 grand almost, which is just insane for an Abarth. You could buy like 4 or 5 Abarths for that money, so that is pretty insane. But he got it at the time when the prices were sensible, so fair enough to him. Now, the second car that he did actually buy was a 595 Competizione in Gara White, and that was a very interesting series indeed. It was called Project Biposto. Now, this was actually at the time when he sold or was selling his 695 Biposto record. And I did actually see the advert for it on Auto Trader, still looking beautiful. I think it had a subwoofer in the back. It definitely had a custom radio in it, that's for sure. But very interesting indeed. And so that was up for sale at the time. And well, he still wanted another Abarth, so he bought a 595 Comp. And well, he wanted to turn it into a Biposto. So he did a whole series on converting it into a unique and pretty much almost a one-off Biposto replica. He took everything out the car, he like stripped it, he put wheels on, he put power into it, exhaust, all that good stuff. And it was a very fun series to watch. I mean, he was building this comp into something pretty amazing. And it was absolutely just bonkers to see this thing go from normal comp to a crazy little machine. Now, I don't know if that series has finished. It wasn't like mad recent, but it definitely wasn't long ago either. So I don't know if that's still going, but it definitely, I think it was about 9 episodes in that series. The ones I can remember was him showing how to take the back seats out, putting a new exhaust on, tuning it, stuff like that, all the stuff that you would usually do to an Abarth, but he just made it really fun to watch. And well, that's why I love watching Seen Through Glass. All of his content is fantastic, and the Abarth content was just as good. I mean, not many YouTubers out there take an Abarth and just turn it into something absolutely mad, though all the YouTubers we mentioned on this list, Steph, Driven, Motoring with Mouseball, and Seen Through Glass, the Abarth Couple too, have just all made their Abarths into crazy machines, and I followed in their footsteps in making mine just as crazy. And well, that's what I love about the Abarth community. Everyone's able to make their car into something absolutely stonking, and I definitely recommend you going to watch that series on Project Biposto on Seen Through Glass's channel. It's interesting, it's amazing, and it's just entertaining. It's a good bit of content to watch. So I suppose now we have one more thing to talk about for the end of the video, and hey, let's move on to that. So there we have it. That is all of the Abarth content creators that I can think of to mention today in this video. Now, if there is more content creators out there, I'll make a second part to this. But for now, I think 5 is a decent amount for this video. And well, those were kind of the main 5 really that have done all of the best content for us Abarthistis, and have definitely put a big smile on our faces when it comes to watching these videos. And well, they're just the best out there. I mean, they all have their own unique elements to their channel. I mean, Steph, he reviews all of the Abarth community's best machines and made a crazy machine himself. Driven 247, she features all of her Abarths as well, but also makes crazy ideas for her own Abarth and just makes funny videos. Like I said, the Fiat Panda with a Monza exhaust, that'll never get old. That's so funny to watch. That video is so awesome too. Motoring with Mouseball makes absolutely amazing, unique body parts and panels for his car and for his partner's Fiat 500 too, and makes a wide variation of content as well. The Abarth Couple makes educational and really in-depth detailed videos about Abarth modifications, and Seen Through Glass just makes entertaining, great, unique series and videos on Abarths. So they all have their own quirks for their channels and their Abarth content, and they're just fantastic to watch. Now, when it comes to my channel, I've tried to take some of those elements and combine them with my videos. Now, it's early days for me. I've only just started this channel not too long ago. It hasn't even been a year yet. And well, I'm slowly getting there, 254 subscribers, I think, at the moment. Not too bad. That's not shabby. I'm really happy with that. And I really hope this channel can grow into something just like Steph's did and Driven and all those other YouTubers. So, I'm still keeping my hopes high and, see where it goes. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying the videos too. I'm trying my best to get stuff out there, but I mean, with the location I'm in, there's not much Abarth content out there, but I'm trying my best for you guys because, hey, I want you guys to see what it's like having an Abarth, a Series 4, and just, making content you enjoy. So, I suppose with all of that out the way, that is everything for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. And hey, if any of the YouTubers that I've mentioned today are watching this video, all you got to know is you're awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. And you don't have to be bound by Abarth content. The content you're making on other cars is amazing as well. And I'll keep watching these channels through and through. Whatever car they do, I'll still enjoy it. But obviously, Abarth content is my favourite. And, the Abarth videos they have done have been absolutely amazing. And I'll still watch it, even if it isn't Abarth content. But yeah, overall, really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope I was able to, kind of give you all of my opinions and, just propel, I guess, just tell you how much I enjoy these channels and how they've put a smile on Abarthistis' face, because I've really enjoyed it over the years of watching all of these videos and these car meets and stuff like that they go to. The channels have been fantastic. Now, like I said, if I find anyone else, I'll make a part 2, but for now, that is all I have got to say. If you want to see any more content like this or just anything at all, you guys know what to do. Hit that bell, like, comment and subscribe, because it's always appreciated. And well, I'll see you in the future, guys. Have a good one.